AirSkillz Podcast.
What up, fam? It's your boy Malcolm Airbrush Assassin McCray, and welcome to AirSkillz Podcast. I got my co-host with me.
Lord Rudy. That's me.
He got it, y'all. He finally got it. So welcome to the show.
Man. I see you. How you doing this morning?
Doing great, man. How about yourself, bro?
Man, I'm cool, man. I'm trying to figure out what's this situation on your head right now, man. What you got going on over there?
Bringing a little ethnic flow to it. You know what I'm saying? Back from the motherland. You know what I mean? This is a I don't really actually know the name of it right offhand, but it's a Senegalese hat meant to be able to keep the sun off your head. So when I went to Senegal, West Africa, this is the hat that I was given as a gift, man. It's all handmade, leather, real slick, something a little different, something a little new. You know what I'm saying?
That's leather?
It's leather all the way around at the top too, and then it's some kind of braided material, but it's all handmade, man. As soon as I got off the plane, man, my friend gave this to me as a gift. It's a Senegalese hat.
I can only imagine how long it took for them to make that hat, man. That looked like a dope little situation, man. I want one like this. You think I can get one like this made like that?
I don't know, but you got kind of a big head too, folks. I don't really
man,
know.
They tell me I got a peanut head, man. You can go with that. That was my nickname for a while. How you doing today, though, man?
I'm doing highly well, man. Highly blessed, man. Had a great week. Excited about today's show, man. How about yourself, bro?
Man, it's been one of them weeks, man. But I'm growing every day, and I'm showing up every day. So that's half the battle, man.
Right on, man.
So what we got on the show for today?
So today, man, we got an incredible guest, man. One of my good friends, my brothers from another mother, from the motherland. My boy King Mo is in the house. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing an interview with him, talking about art, talking about Africa, talking about the future of things, talking about my trip and the program that we got together. Airbrush Africa movement. So I'm just excited, man. We also going to be doing some live painting, and we got an incredible session. And today's kind of session is built around successful mindset. So today we're going to be focusing in on how you use your mind to get things done, how to be able to overcome obstacles, how to be able to stay focused, how to be able to just stay on your path and not get discouraged, or just how to stay focused in on what you was put on this earth to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, man.
That's what's up. How not to get distracted, man. My dog came and sat right here. I had to pop him and get him on and gone, man.
You almost distracted me, man. I was like, what, he got a gerbil in the back? What is it?
Man, no, man. He just wants a little TLC, man. Dogs just want to make sure you still my friend? You still my friend? Every 30 seconds, he just want to come. Look, he's coming back. He just want to lay up under me, man. It's a dog, man, but it's part of it, man. But yeah, I'm excited about the show today, man. We had a little conversation off the air about it, man. I'm definitely excited, man. I can't wait to go.
Yeah,
man. Give me some hats. And what my man said he was gonna cook for me.
He gonna cook what?
Fried mango?
They ain't gonna be fried, but they gonna be mango. Man, the food, the fruits, the weather. Senegal is right off the ocean, man. So you got the beautiful weather. You got the ocean right there, Atlantic Ocean. You got the good quality food. Man, I ate so many mangoes, bro. I was like I was fruit, period. It's like you think you eating fruit over here, but when it's fresh, and it's in season, the nutrients that it was amazing, man. So they always, my guy always be like the mango king, because I ate so many mangoes, man. That's all I would do, man.
So when you went over there, I remember when you came back. I'm okay to say you was a little disgusted with our food over here because it's like different for me.
It took me a while to be able to get my body adjusted back to just eating a lot of the processed foods that we eat in America. So,
Right.
even to this day, man, I really had to kind of change my whole diet, because your body is looking for that nutrients, you know what I'm saying, when we be putting food in our body. So when I
Yeah.
came back, and it took me a while to be able to adjust, but um it really kind of just opened my eyes up on just nutrition and food and the quality of food, and so on, man. We're gonna make the dog part of the show too, you know what I'm saying?
Man, might as well, man. He's sitting here. He just wants some love, man. I ain't here often, so when I'm here, he try to be up under me as much as possible. Like I can't
Right
even
on.
be mad at him. But
I
all
think
right, that
that's
was love.
I think that's a part of, a successful mindset, is also creating opportunities in your life to just let things go, man. And animals and nature and different things like that give you a perspective to see things from a different perspective.
Yeah, they also show you the true value and essence of love, man.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? You could do
Well,
anything to it.
while we
Not to say
talking
I
about love, man, I want to go ahead and bring in my boy Mo in, man, so we can show some love
absolutely.
his way.
There you go.
All the
Yo,
way from West Africa, my boy King Mo. What's up, man? From Senegal. What's good? What's going
what
on,
up? What
brother?
up? What up? What up, man?
Salam,
I'm good.
salam,
I'm
brother.
doing
How are
good,
you?
bro. Salam, salam. I'm fine, doing good, man. Really happy, like to be like in your presence, my brother from another mother, and like
Brother.
first time like meeting my man Rudy. Rudy, what
Yeah,
up? Hope everything
yeah.
good.
We guilty by affiliation, man. I can't wait to meet you in person, man.
For real, man. Inshallah, inshallah,
I'm
bro.
coming over there next time. I'm gonna give me a hat, and
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be the
whenever.
mango lord. How about that? He can be the mango
Inshallah,
king. He'll be the mango
man.
lord. I'm gonna be as
I
I,
can I can't wait to have you here, bro. I'm gonna bring you to the south.
that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
bro.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Oh man, I am King Mo. Like my real name is Muhammadu Mustafa. Muhammadu, like the name of the prophet. Mustafa. Mustafa is one of the man like quality of the prophet because like in Arabic, like they always add something on the name like to qualify like the person. Like
Okay.
when you put Muhammadu Mustafa is like the prophet, like the chosen one.
Mm.
Mustafa meaning is the chosen one. So my family name is Soare. Soare came from the tribe we call like the Soninke. They are like originally from Mali,
Mm-hmm.
and they spread all over the West Africa. The name Muhammadu like is chosen because like the this tribe was one of the first tribe like to be in contact like with Islam, and then they learn Arabic, and they were those one like they used to like teach the other tribes about Islam religion and
Okay.
all those stuff. And I am an artist, a graffiti writer. I use a lot of tools like not like the airbrush.
Okay.
I'm an airbrush artist also. So I does digital and a lot of other like store because when I started, like we was a little bit limited in the space and in the tools like we used to use.
Mm-hmm.
But I am one of the first like to be like I would like to discover like another way like to do graffiti, for example.
Uh-huh.
Another way to do that's when I started like doing digital arts, learning about them 3Ds, about all those like softwares just to adapt it in on my art.
Mm.
So that's mainly like what I do as an artist. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm a Senegalese like cultural and political activist for something like 20 years now.
Mm.
And that's I think like it's one part of my curriculum.
Wow, man. You said that. Well, first off, before I even get into that, how did you meet this amazing young man right here, Mr. Malcolm McCray, the airbrush assassin?
Mhm. Oh, Malcolm, like it was on Facebook. See, like mind you, it's not only like bad things on the social media because like it's a way like to help us like bond with those people like we used to be the same tribe.
Yeah.
So the ocean separate us with all those story like behind those two gates. But like those social media help us like to link with the people like we have a spiritual bond with. So
Mm.
Malcolm is like one of those people. The first time I met him, it was like, wow, man, this man is part of my family.
Mm.
Because like it's been an alchemy. Like the first time we met and we started like chatting, you see the time difference is something like 6 7 hours,
Yeah.
but we always manage just like to find the right time so we can gather, we can meet and talk about art, and me ask him a lot of question about like how you do this, man, how come like you have your own like airbrush brand. I would like to you see like he was like a mentor for me.
Yeah.
And then this is how we started. So the end of the story is like him coming here to Africa, like staying with me. And it was also a beginning of a great like story. Like we're still working on it, like to make things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long ago was that, Mo? When we was when we
Oh
first connected on
man,
Facebook?
maybe 10 years.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, man. I even forgot, man. It's a long time ago, man.
So
It's a
y'all
long
I
connected
time.
10 years ago?
Yeah,
yeah, man.
even more than this, even more than that, even
Yeah,
more.
we
And
had been.
finally saw each other last year.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
No, before COVID, we had planned on
Mm-hmm.
collaborating, and I was planning on coming up there, but COVID came, and then it threw a whole nother, couple years in between that. But Mo, when I first did my first airbrush, the Assassin, he contacted me about getting some equipment over there in Senegal, and I was able to send an airbrush over there, and that was kind of like when we really bonded because he was like, "Yo, man, we need to really bring this, airbrush thing over here to Africa." And we was talking about collaborating and different things because we both have kind of like the same spirit, the same energy as far as like helping the next generation of artists and creative individuals. And then we both are like go getters as far as like new ideas and new ways of doing things. So it kind of gave us a great platform to be able to connect because like he was Mo was the first person that I seen using Procreate and doing digital art on a tablet.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I've
On the
always, yeah, like we use a program called Procreate that is like now like it's like the digital standards now, but Mo had been using that, what I'm saying, 5 years ago.
Yep.
He was doing digital work, bro, over there,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like he was like 5 years. He's always been like 3 to 5 years ahead of the game. Like right now, he doing virtual reality design concepts that ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody even thinking about those concepts yet.
yeah.
So when I was looking at his work and was like, man, like what you using to do this graphic, like what you using to doing digital animation and digital work. A lot of us in America, we was using Adobe, Photoshop, all these different, programs like that. And he's like, no, bro, we doing it like this. And it stepped my game up like, man, it stepped my game up like it pretty much increased my productivity at least 80% in my company, my
Mm.
business, in the way that I do art now.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
it like working with him and collaborating with him, it made it like a win-win situation for the both of us.
Right.
Mm-hmm. For real, for real. You see, like the thing, like how I started, like with those digital concepts, is here in Senegal, like we don't have a lot of means to. You see, like those graffiti writers in the U.S., they can be doing something like 60, 80 walls per year because like they have those shops selling those materials special for graffiti writers and all, but we didn't have all this back then. So the thing is like as an artist, like you need to practice first, and then so you can go on the wall and then do what you want. But
Hmm.
those people like they can do graffitis every day, so they are like they go faster in like in terms of having the techniques and all, mixing the colors, seeing like what color will match with the others. So we didn't have all an opportunity like this. So
Yeah.
the thing was like, let me use like the computer to see if I can practice like I'm supposed to be on the walls. So on those softwares like Photoshop or Illustrator, like you don't need to buy the colors. Like you can use whatever color you need. You can try whatever technique you need. And back then, like we didn't have even a shop like that sell those black books. We used to make our own black books.
Hmm.
And having those colors like those Sharpie pens, it was kind of hectic like to get it.
When he's
We used
saying
to
black
have,
books, when he's saying black books, he mean like sketchbooks. They didn't even have sketchbooks, back in the
Yeah,
day.
I'm picking it up, man. Like even when he say
yeah. For
graffiti,
so
graffiti,
so so the so
like
the thing was like let me use the computer to see like to exercise myself. So when I'm in front of the wall, when I have all like at least like a small amount of spray can, like
Mhm.
I know what I'm going to do exactly. I'm not gonna wear spray pants on walls. So that was the first thing. And the other one is like when I discovered that people used to use those graphic tablets, I was like, man, I need to have this because the graphic tablets is different to the pads. I used to like do the arts on the pads, but it's kind of hectic, like to do something clear, to do a straight line. But with those graphic tablets, it's pretty easy. It's like you writing on a paper.
Mm.
So that's when I started like doing it. And then to my guys, like letting them know that you can use this to go faster, as Malcolm just said. You can use this like to practice to know exactly like what you're gonna do on the walls. And the other thing is like the those graphic tablets and with those uh, digital digital tools we use, they kind of reduce the gap between us and the people that live abroad.
Mm.
So, for example, like if you want to do a logo or a frame for somebody that you lives in the US,
Uh-huh.
back then, like you cannot do it because like the only way you can use is like doing it physically. But
Right.
those like tools came here, so I can do a flyer to Malcolm and then send it. I can do a frame and send it so he can print it. So it was also opening like a bigger perspective for the artists here in Africa and all around the world.
Mm. And that's
Yes.
amazing, man. Just to hear you talk about uh, the artistry and the creativity from a total different world compared to hearing it from Malcolm, it still coincides the same, and that just shows the connection that you guys have. And
Mhm.
it takes it to
Exactly.
a whole other level for me just from the way you
Mhm.
explained your name. You explained it to a point where now I appreciate my name even more. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so just
Mhm.
bringing both worlds together
Mhm.
from
Mhm.
a an international world or a social media world that brought you guys together is a testament in
Yeah.
itself, man. So
Mhm.
I'm glad you guys got together because now you guys can go from creating your own worlds to building the world together. And
Exactly.
that's it, man. And
Mhm.
it's showing me how Malcolm he always uses every resource that he has, every piece of
Exactly.
material that he has. I'm not that
Mhm.
guy. I don't. I He won't let me waste material, but if I'm doing something, I'm wasting material. But just to hear
So,
you, it
mhm.
helps me understand the more importance of using every piece of material that you have because
Exactly.
it all can be used to create something bigger and better.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
And
for real.
then I like the other thing that really inspired me about Mo as well is like when I was there, man, like this dude is teaching like the next generation. So we vibe off, we love teaching. A lot of artists don't really enjoy sharing and teaching and building those kind of relationships with students and different things like that. So like when I was there and me and Mo, we was doing the airbrush, the airbrush Africa workshop with a lot of the
Yeah.
young students. Mo was doing another class. He was doing at least 2, 3 classes, bro. That one, he taking one tablet, bro, one iPad. He got about 15, 20 kids, and these are young kids. elementary school,
Mhm.
and he's
Yeah.
one by one going to each table and showing them how to be able to do the digital artwork. So this dude is just like me. He's very passionate. Like, not only is he like
Mhm.
learning these different things and learning it for himself to grow his art, his in his business. But then he's like, he spends a lot of time teaching, sharing. He has students and proteges all over the world, and it was very inspiring when I came
Mhm.
to be linked up with him, and then we linked up. What's the organization mode that we end up linking up with, and the sister that does the spray paint? You want to talk a little bit about the Airbrush Africa workshop and class that we put together?
Oh, Zenix, like you're talking about Zenix?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's Zenix. Like they have an organization here in Senegal, like about hip hop, because
Mm,
you know when the whole thing, the whole hip hop thing started here in Senegal, it was a lot of people like trying to do rap, trying to do breakdance and all. So some of the pioneers, like they decided to find a place that they can use as a basement for all the people like they would like to be part of the movement, they would like to perform. So when you go, like the place is called Africulture Band. Africulture Band meaning is Africa culture urban. Like they just
Mm,
smash those words to have just one word that is Africulture Band. So
mm,
those people like they used to gather there. First of all, they used to perform, to show like what you can do. And by the time like they started like giving classes to those people like trying like to be rappers, trying to be graffiti writers, slam poetry performers. So it's a kind of hip hop school. And actually in Senegal, like we have something like 20, no, something like 10 place where you can go to really learn about the hip hop culture, about each discipline you would like to perform.
mm,
So we in Senegal, like people are more and more interested in hip hop, but how to socially like change your way of living, your way of being through those disciplines.
mm,
So a lot of organization like Total Energy and all those big firms like they just came here like to help those people like achieve what they are trying to do.
mm,
So Malcolm is like one of those people. Like they just came to work on Africulture Band just to show his skills. Because like the Zenix workshop is like for the youth to come every time. Like this place is like working something like 12 months a year.
mm,
Whenever somebody that would like to practice art or poetry or whatever into hip hop can come and then share with us. And this is like about those sharing that Malcolm came to Senegal just to show his skills, his perspective. And the classes was not just technical, but it was a little bit, if I can say, spiritual,
mm,
showing the people like I'm gonna give you the tool, but I'm gonna let you know how to use this tool for more efficiency. And
mm,
we really appreciate that.
yeah, man. Mo was there, man. I got emotional, man. The last day we did the ceremony of all of the students, and I just couldn't help myself, man. You know, just watching these
For
students
real, man.
stand up and they telling their testimony about how, you know, their parents,
Mhm.
maybe individuals don't really see how art is important, and how they had to go through a lot of things to be a part of the program and different things like that. And just to be able to see a vision, me and Mo had talked about this thing years in the making, and to see it come all the way together and to be able to change lives was very inspiring, man. So this year, I'm planning on coming back to Senegal. We getting
Mhm.
everything together right now. We got airbrushes and equipment that we organizing, tools and different things. And we're going to be, our plan is to at least double the students this year, to be able to bring more students, bring more awareness on entrepreneurship, how to be able to be successful as a professional artist and so on. So it was very inspiring for us, man. It was very, very inspiring to be able to have an opportunity to work together, collaborate. I did some great healing. It was like Mo said, it was very spiritual, connected. And then this is just the beginning, because the bigger plan is to open up a school to be able to have more collaborations with other American artists and the different artists from all over the world, and use this airbrush tool to be able to inspire young people, motivate the culture, free Senegal, free Africa, and liberate the people through art. And this one little step is really changing a lot of lives, and making momentum and making great things happen, man. So I'm just honored to be able to have Mo on the show. I'm honored to be a part of this whole movement and to be a leader in it, man. And then I want to just throw that out to anybody that's watching the show. If you want to support, we can use as much donations, support as possible. Getting to Africa ain't easy. That's when me and Mo spend majority of our time working through the logistics.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like Mo was like, "Yo, bro, this ain't America, bro. Things are. It's a slow process. You can't come
Yeah,
here with a
yeah.
mentality of." And a lot of Americans and a lot of people come to Africa and they don't give. They come to take, or they come to try to show people what to do and what not to do, and a different perspective of a colonialism kind of mindset, and not being able to bring an offering. So I know for me, it was like, let me come. What can I bring as an offering to Africa? What can I bring as an offering to Senegal? What can I bring as an offering of peace, and making that collaboration between Africa and America? And I was like, man, ain't nothing more holy than my gift as an artist and a creative individual. So bringing that as an offering, and collaborating with artists like Mo, who is pretty much, he's my ambassador on the ground in Africa. So like, I can't make a move in Africa without Mo, and vice versa. So we have built a bond, a network, and our whole goal right now is, like what Mo was saying, is like, people don't realize that in America we have a blessing. We can go to the art store, and go buy materials. And for artists around the world, materials is freedom. If you don't have materials to create your gift, and to be able to share that gift with the world, it's depressing. It is the most, and that's why Mo has been great with coming up with other opportunities that don't take a lot of money, to be able to give artists an opportunity to create work. If you don't create work, if you ain't practicing, then you can't make the money to be able to feed your family. And that's one of the things that I learned when I was there in Senegal, is like Mo represents, like, the first, second generation of full-time artists, meaning that, like, Mo makes his living. He got a son, his wife, his home, everything that he does is built around his art form. And it wasn't like that for a long period of time, So when we talk about, like, building Airbrush Africa, we talking about the supply chain. We talking about getting the tools to the artists. We talking about artists in residency programs. Right now, we have one of our students in America. He came here illegally. You guys want to, call them refugees or immigrants, but me and Mo, like, we've been consulting this artist, because he literally caught a flight from Senegal, went to Venezuela, walked all the way from Venezuela, all the way from Venezuela, all the way to America.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then he contacted me when he was on his route. I contacted Mo. Mo was talking to him. I've been talking to him last week. He finally called me. He's in Columbus, Ohio. So it goes to show that, like, here it is, not even 6 months. Afo, one of our students, I just met him for the first time in August, and then now he's all the way. He didn't sacrificed to come all the way to America, through South America, walked all the way up. Can you imagine what he went through? His family went through to have to financially make this happen. So it's a 360 of like, if you can't feed yourself as an artist, if you can't feed your family, you're gonna be forced to do things that you don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right?
And the other thing is like some people like don't realize that hip hop is pretty young here in Africa because hip hop just celebrated his 50 years. But here in Senegal, we are like something like 35th year of hip hop. So it's a gap of something like 15 years before like hip hop really started here in Senegal. And one of the first elements of hip hop is rap music because rap is so prolific. And then we started like graffiti writing. When I started, like it was on 2004. Graffiti like was something like 10 years here in Senegal. And those artists, like it was something like 3 groups of graffiti writers. So you see, it's super young. And people from the beginning, like they didn't understand what it was exactly. So they didn't accept graffiti. But we are the one like fighting for people like to understand what it really is and what it can bring, what plus it can bring to the society. So actually, I can say something like 30 graffiti writers are like fully professional, like only working on murals, on canvas, and customizing like shoes, cars, etc. So the thing is, we tried like to take something like that people didn't accept and fight for the people like to understand it first, and then so they can be able to put money in it. To call a graffiti writer, I would like you to come and do like customize my shop, and how much do you need? But like in the beginning, like people was telling like graffiti writers are like foolish guy because like you take pens, you go outside and then write on the wall for free. This is something a crazy guy would do. But they didn't see like the perspective what like graffiti writing like can bring to the society.
Now, I'm sitting here. I'm sorry, y'all. Once y'all said my man walk, I had to go look and see how long it took, bro. I had to look. He had to come from Houston. He had to.
Yep.
He just showed me like that was like 72 hours of just walking. It didn't even come up on Google Maps.
Man, you see, and it's not only this guy. This year, something like 3,000 people like get to the US
Man.
because of the condition of living here in Senegal.
Yeah.
Because like we have like the government that don't really even want to organize like the elections, people going to jail. I have something like 20, at least 20 friend of mine that still in jail actually. Like on by the time like we're talking, like people are outside protesting.
Man.
So you see, like that's the reality like we in exactly.
Yeah,
but we keep on fighting because like if we don't fight, then who gonna do it for us? Ain't nobody.
Right.
So that's why like we use every like mean we got. For me, like people used to tell me like, man, stop drawing those political stuff, but I can't stop because like that's the reality we in actually.
Right.
The only thing I can do to help is use my pen, my spray can to show to the whole world like what is happening actually in Senegal.
Yeah.
Because like graffiti writing, when it started here in Senegal, like people used back then to do mural arts, but it wasn't graffiti writers because like they didn't have the spray can, they didn't have the tool.
Yeah.
But the main topic of those people like writing on the walls was like we have a dirty side of town, we have people like throwing garbage on places. So let's go and clean the place and write a positive message so people don't come back to throw garbages on these places.
Yeah.
So this is when they started like drawing like religious figures because Senegal is a very religious country. So that's a mean of like letting people know that you need to respect this place. you have to respect this place because like people have a mindset that is like I respect my house, but outside is for everyone, so I don't respect it. So it was a kind of educated people like to respect the inside and the outside. That's why the movement was called set setal. Set setal means like to be clean and to live in a clean space.
Mm.
So when people like discovered like the spray can and started using graffiti writing, it followed the same track. Like every time writing social messages, for example, like when the coronavirus like struck people, graffiti writers was one of the first to go outside and to let people know because like on the television they speak French and not everyone can speak French. Not everyone can understand what they are telling in French. But drawing somebody like coughing and protecting his nose and all those stuff let people like automatically like know what the message is about.
Mm.
You if you like even if like you can read or not, you understand what it is because as they say, like images like speaks louder than words.
That was
So
one of
that's
the things that I learned too when I was there. Is like in America, we using graffiti and street art for beautification.
Mm.
They are
Mhm.
using the art to be able to free the minds of the people. So
Mm.
Exactly.
it's a conscious tool. And so
Mhm.
a lot of the artists are consciously using their art as a tool to free the minds of the people subconsciously because that's the original perspective of what art is supposed to be. But in America, we are using art for only beautification perspectives and painting walls on murals and different things like that. And that was one of the things that was a beautiful aha moment for me. It was like, oh,
Mhm.
no, these artists are activists. They are revolutionaries helping the people to be conscious again. And that right there was very inspiring to be able to see.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that's dope, man. Seeing both of y'all perspectives um, definitely shows me the true value of success and how it can
Mhm.
be on one continent and the other and still coincide together, man.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. I appreciate both of you guys, both of the things that you do from a graffiti writer to a graffiti artist. Man, that's the dopest thing
Mhm.
I heard today, man, because it means the same thing. Even the way that King Mo spells his name.
Mhm.
We
Mo,
spell Mo over here. It's
Mo, tell them
MOW.
what your name stand for. It threw me off too in the beginning.
Mo like stands for Master of Wisdom.
Mm.
Man, and it's not a name like I gave myself, but it's something like that I was given. Like it's something that came to me.
Man, that's amazing, man.
Yeah,
That's amazing. That's a clothing line in itself.
for
You know,
real.
that's what I do, man. I go ahead, I hear it, I gotta see it on something, man. And I see it on
Mhm.
you, Mo. It's crazy
Yeah,
because I know about I could think about and it's deeper than that. It is spiritual because I could think about 10 to 15 people that look just like Mo over here.
Right.
Lord.
Seriously, like
Really,
that.
like you're gonna experience the thing like in person
Yeah,
in few moments, inshallah.
yeah, man. Yeah. That's amazing, man. Mo, we appreciate your time today, man. You're gonna hang with us for a while.
Yep.
Malk, you got something for us today, man?
I got a little something, man. Since we talking about Senegal, we talking about a successful mindset. I got a little bit of something that I can bring to the table with the airbrushing thing. So we getting ready to roll into that. Mo, I appreciate you, man. Sending love and blessings to you and your fam.
Salam, blessing
All of that
for
good
this.
stuff, man. So to be able to show a little bit of love to Senegal, we got this piece me and Mo had worked on while I was there with the young people, and we're gonna put this. We're gonna do this piece that's built around Free Senegal. We got the hand up with the airbrush going through it with the Africa in the middle, and we're gonna do a live painting of this piece built around successful mindset, free in Senegal, and peace and love out there. You ready, Rudy?
This is your boy, the Airbrush Assassin, and you're listening to The Art of Success, the Blueprint, 10 steps to transform your life.
Hey, what's up, family out there? This is your boy, Malcolm Airbrush Assassin McCray, and we are back again. Hey, guys, today we're going to be talking about the successful mindset. When we're talking about the mindset, we're talking about your mentality, your conscience, right? So to be successful, it takes a whole different mindset, right? When I decided to be successful in my mind, I became successful in life. See, when you're talking about being successful, you have to see it in your head first. You have to be prepared for success. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to change your mentality. You have to be willing to shed old habits, sometimes old people, right? Because it's a whole different mentality shift. Successful people understand that their mind, the way that they think, is the most important tool in their life. When you think different, you do different. And when you do different, you create success. So the successful mindset is built around 4 principles: believe, overcome, compete, and study. Let me go ahead and repeat that for my people out there who got that piece of paper and that pen. The successful mindset is built around 4 principles. 1, to believe. 2, to overcome. 3, to compete. And 4, to study. So, to believe. First of all, you have to believe your ideas and your dreams if you hope anybody else to support and believe your ideas and your dreams. This is your dream. This is your idea. This is not anybody else's. So when you're dealing with trying to build a team of like-minded individuals, you have to understand that, first of all, this is your dream. This is your belief. If you don't believe inside your dream, if you don't believe in your success, then nobody else will believe in your dream or your success. Learning how to overcome. Overcome is number 2 because it's so important to realize that you're going to go through problems and issues on your road to success. They're going to be obstacles. They're going to be problems. They're going to be headaches. They're going to be small little issues that can stop you, build you, or break you in your road to success. So you have to understand that overcoming these obstacles is part of the tools. This is part of the definition. This is part of the hustle, the grind, the traits that you have to instill within inside your well-being to be successful. Being able to overcome these different obstacles and problems are what makes or break a lot of people. If you're not being consistently pushed, if you're not being consistently stretched, then you become comfortable. And when you're dealing with success, you have to understand that the skin, the hustle, the grind, the mentality, the endurance has to be strong to be able to overcome these different obstacles. The weak cannot be successful. This is only built for the professionals. So when we talk about number 3 is compete. Now, when we say compete, are we saying competing with ourselves? Are we saying competing with other people out there in the world? I'm going to say both ends. I'm going to say it's so important that you have a competitive mentality in your life every day. Pushing yourself to go that extra mile, pushing yourself to stay a little bit longer instead of breaking for lunch when you want to eat a ham sandwich, pushing yourself to consistently, do the best every day in your life, being very competitive and demanding different things in yourself. I have a sense of standards, right? And I have people around me who hold me to them standards. Just today, we're recording this recording, and I could have easily took a break. I could have easily came up with an excuse on why I didn't want to record this information. Even though this information is so powerful and this information is so important to be able to share with the world, any excuse is a tool to be able to stop the progression of my progress in my life, right? So I have to be able to be competitive. I have to understand that I'm not only competing with myself, but somebody else out there wants it better than I want. Somebody else out there is getting that recording done. You're only as good as your last recording. You're only as good as your last piece of art. So be competitive with not only yourself, but understand that there's another Malcolm out there. There's somebody else out there who's pushing just as hard as me and maybe pushing a little bit harder. So I have to stay on top of my game, be able to compete out there in the game of life. Because you have to understand that it is a game. And if you're not positioning yourself to win, then you're positioning yourself to lose. And I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. You're not a loser, you're a winner. So understand that, stay competitive out there. Don't get comfortable. Compete with yourself and compete with the game of life. So the last but not least is study. See, we're talking about this thing. Part of the art of success is mentorship. So I have to study great mentors. I just got a text from my mentor before I did this recording asking me if I can be available, if I can be of service to do a project for him. And I said, of course I can be of service, because I understand that I have to study great people. I have to make sure that I'm aligning myself up with great mentors. I have to consistently make sure that I'm listening to the right audio tapes, just like you're listening to this tape. I have to be able to make sure that I'm aligning myself up with the right values so I can be successful. I have to study the right tools, have the right mentality, have the right books in front of me, programming my subconsciously every day to study to be great. And the only way that you can be great is study greatness. And I'm addicted to studying greatness. So you are always making sure that you have great mentors. Always making sure that you're listening to. Every morning I listen to at least 10 minutes of audio tapes. 10 minutes of Les Brown. 10 minutes of Eric Thomas. I'm consciously studying and reading books. One of the books that I'm reading right now is about Reginald Lewis, the first black billionaire. His autobiography is powerful. And when I started to study great people, I started to embody some of their traits. And I started to notice that these people had the same traits to success. I realized that if I wanted to be great, if I wanted to have a successful mindset, I needed to be able to believe, I needed to overcome, I needed to compete, I needed to study, and I needed to be able to understand that I have to understand and see the value and the worth and who I am and the things that I want in life. I had to be able to focus in on the successful mindset and the values that I wanted to be able to portray in my life. These things go hand in hand. Be successful. Get your mind right. Believe. Overcome. Compete. Study. To be able to build values, to be able to build worth in your life, so you are able to build monuments of greatness. This is your boy, Malcolm Airbrush Assassin McCray. Successful mindset, believe, overcome, compete, and study. You know what I'm saying? We did, just to be able to bring some love to Senegal, man. Free Senegal.
You never cease to amaze me, man. Make something. Well,
what was your thoughts, bro? What you mean? What happened? What?
I feel strong just from looking at it. Like I'm ready to get to work, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get to work, man. This is beautiful, man. We appreciate everything you do for us. We appreciate you sharing your gift with the world, man, and showing us the true art of success on a daily basis. You got any last words for the people?
Hey, man, just continue to push on, man. Continue to live in a body and a mind of a successful individual, a successful mindset. Know what you want in life. Definitely go to the website, airbrushafrica.com, if you want to donate, help us to be able to get more airbrushes and more equipment and more art materials to Africa, and so on. So, thanks to Mo for joining us and so on, man. So this is real, people. This is how we are changing reality in the world today. So we all have a gift. We all have something that we can be able to use as a tool to be able to help somebody else's life better. So I'm just using my gift. Rudy is using his gift. Mo is using his gift. So we encourage you to use your gift.
All right. This has been another episode of AirSkillz. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
AirSkillz Podcast.